Welcome to the Three River Valley series for Workers and Resources Soviet Republic, and we're picking up on the 1st of June 1965, which is a few months on from the end of the last video. But if you did watch the previous video where I was going around sorting out my trucks and trains, I've still got quite a lot of work to do, but I think I've made enough progress to be able to keep things moving forward. In this part, I want to do a little bit of tidying up in this area. Then I would like to move the focus towards the north because I've got a bit of an idea to start absorbing some of this surplus population, because at the moment the population isn't really growing because I'm not putting down any new buildings, and it's going to take a little while before we get our new town up here up and running in Dark Valley. And that is probably a good segue into saying a big thank you for your comments and feedback. As usual, you guys give me a lot to think about. And as somebody pointed out, it seems a bit strange that my city that's going to have street lighting is actually called Dark Valley. So maybe we'll rename this sometime in the future. Since the end of the last video, I have done a couple of small changes just to try and save a bit of time on this video. And it's to do with the routine stuff. So what I've done is I've put a power line up here to a switch station here, and I put another switch station here because eventually we're going to have a power line going out over there, plus we're going to have some farms up in this area. So I'll put this switch here. I've also done the same on this side as well, so that I can feed power into from both sides of the town, because I've got no idea how big this is actually going to get. And I've also put in a couple of minor substations already so that the power will come in. I've also done a little bit of extra planning underground with respect to water and sewage, so that I've got a little bit bigger coverage now than I had before. But as you can see, it's going to, because we're building these tram routes and things like that, it's going to take a little while to get all this put together. Now, what I want to do is try and speed that process up. And to that end, I've got a construction office here. In fact, we're just going to let this guy, if he will finish it off, speed the game up so he can finish this. Then I can allocate this construction office. That's it, nice and neat, done. And I want that construction office done, built there, because what I want to do is start bringing over some materials to this area, which means the construction offices won't have to go running all the way across the map, bring materials in. And to that end, what I've done is I bought myself another little puffer. We got this puffer here, and what we're going to do with this one is we're going to come to this port here. You're going to pick up prefabs, steel, bricks, and boards. In fact, I'm going to add mechanical components as well, because eventually I'd like to bring some mechanical components over here. And then you're going to come here. You're going to unload steel, prefabs, bricks, boards, and the electrical components. I think that should be it. And we're just going to get you running. Make sure that we better limit the amount here. Although we don't need to limit it that much, but oops. And the idea is that this puffer will start to move. You can see here I've put the necessary in here, which is all. But the steel and the boards are just going to get shipped over to there, along with everything else. So that's the current situation. Generally, things are going a little bit better. Now we're just going to work our way north now. So you can see here we're still kind of putting this small town together, but I don't really want to start building out here too much at the moment. This is still very much in the planning stage. I've also been letting the trains come out here doing their own thing, just to try and fill up all this track here, so that we can eventually start pushing out this way. So that's going to be something that we're going to need to do. I'm just going to slow the game down again. I'm still kind of and ahhing a little bit about the power coupling here. So I'm still not sure that I want to get how things I want to get done. Actually, let me just try something, because my road crew seems to be getting a bit carried away out here. Oh, we can't tell anyway, can we? Because this is not built. Yeah, I'm wondering whether I can get out here with a the coverage to put a power connector in here for the to power the railway lines. But what I do want to do is try and get out down to here because I want to build a major town here. But what I am debating is whether to put a small village here, which is effectively going to be a service village to provide fire coverage over this area. Anyway, getting a little bit distracted already. So if I come up to here, and in the last part, I was letting the guys work hard on this area, and I'm hoping that, yeah, this is now finished. This has now got water in it. So, and we should have some workers in here. That means that the concrete mixer thingy guys, now, I think you're the concrete guys. You can now pick up your concrete from here. And I just want to see what you got. We've now got this built. We've got there, but at the moment we don't have this finished. So effectively they can't put the concrete into there. And at the moment I'm using trucks to deliver the concrete here. Did make a bit of a mistake here with the prefab factory, because I thought I'd assumed that I had put a connector out from here, but I hadn't. So I've had to squeeze in this kind of line through here. Hopefully we'll get that done. So at the moment we've got the asphalt plant is working, although I did have a slight problem here with respect to the fact that the tankers bringing the bitumen up from here were getting a little bit stuck. So what I've done is I've planned in an underground pipeline here, which will avoid that problem. And what we'll be able to do is just ship the fuel up to here, into here, using the pump. As I say, the silo's coming along quite nicely now, and that's going to go that way. And if we can get the prefab panel built, that will give us virtually everything except for the one big problem we've got, which is steel. Down here, what I've been doing is pushing out this highway here. It looks like this one's actually finished, so what we can do is kind of put in just like that. Again, we'll just allocate the force to them. I want to get this roundabout built in so that we can start pushing out this way towards this town. The area I want to work on is up over here, because I think to get some real momentum going out here, what I do need is some steel manufacturing, which means we've got to start developing this area. And the first step in that process is going to be getting some coal working. But before that, I just want to do a little bit of work on this farm, because you can see the farm is actually now finished, which is really good. These guys are doing a grand job. New construction office. What is that? Why are you? Construction already complete. New construction could be offered. Understand that. Let me just. Why do no construction offices have a pathway to this? That's good. Oh, this is the old one-way road situation, isn't it? That's not connected, is it? Okay, we're gonna have to put that road in there. I don't think this road is actually connected. Let me just, I mean, I can afford to cancel this. I don't like it's got two things. This is one on top of the other there. Maybe if we build this one, it'd be a bit better. Anyway, so that's a potential issue in this area. But what I want to do now is get power into here and then lay out a few fields. And what I thought is we're going to put, I want a power line coming up this way, and all, because we're going to need to get a power connection into this area here. And I think this would be a good branch point here. In fact, I'm kind of a bit inclined to, well, what we can do is step this a little bit. So if I come here, and I think too high, too low. That's too big. I think we can, I think that one will work a little bit better. So we'll just drop that in there. And then what we need is to pick up the 18 high voltage. Just make sure it is 18. You've got, where's the power connector? The power connector is here, which will come out this way. So I would like to bring this over to about there. Possibly stretch you as far as I can that way. And then you can run up this side of the road to there. That will run to here. And then what I can, got kind of a bit of a spur road here, which is effectively going nowhere. So we can take this advantage of this. And then I think what I'll do is I'll put a high splitter just about there. Possibly angle it slightly. And then you can just run into there like that. And then we'll hook you there. Now the reason I put this terminal in is the fact that we're going to need to run a high tension cable over here. We're also going to need to run some power over to this way, and also right up here we've actually got an iron mine. So what I'll probably do is split the power 3 ways here. I'm also thinking power station here. So what we may need to do is run a main power line in here to put the main power station in here. So we've got that line there. Let's get back to the farm. And what we need to do is put in farm connection here. Don't actually need special. Does that cover everything here? Yeah, it does. And let's go in there. And then I don't think we need the full 2.48. I think we could probably get away with a 150 here. It's only a single small industrial complex here. And what I want to do is just run along like that. Just hook you there. Make sure this is, yeah, that's connected through to there. Now what I want to do now is put some fields in. We got some large fields here. What I want to do is put in some medium fields so that the crop process will work. So we're going to put in, wondering, just wondering if I leave a space there for a road, we can push through there if we need it. So say I put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 there. That'd be the 6 medium fields. And then what that will do is we can then put in the big fields down here. Like that. Put one there. Can I get a third one in? Not really. Could put a large field in there alongside that power line, because there's a power line. Is that actually interfering with the power line? Where is the power line? Oh no, it's actually running just up the edge there of the... Okay. I do wonder if I put a... Not thought that. Put another medium field just in there to square that off. Like that. So we're going to... I bet there's a pole just there. Yep, right next to the... Okay. It's going to be a bit awkward. I think it might be easier just to put a big field in. And then just put a kind of conflated road in. So if we put in, say, a field like that, then what we can do is just put a... which would come this way. Poles can't be that close together. Yep, just there. So we go through there. There. And then I can add extra fields up this direction and this direction should I need it. Could also possibly... I don't want to fill in that space. I think it's getting too far away. Maybe we could go this way. So we've now got that area there. And the next thing I would like to do... Actually, just said I want to use this area, but I've just had another thought. Got the railway line there. I think what I might want to do, I don't want to crowd this area too much, but I'd like to be able to send coal across the map. So probably, what's cheaper to build? Conveyors are probably cheaper to build than railway track, aren't they? So if we come in here, railway, and what's it? Train aggregate loading. So say for argument's sake, we put an aggregate loading just here. We've got a, what we call it here. What we could do is, whoops, thank you game. We can put a conveyor there. Oh, look at that. It spans straight in on one go. And that means we can just put a mud road in here, but I think I'll asphalt these roads first. We've got that connection there. That connection can run to there. What's the road connections to here? Oh, this one comes out this way. That one goes out that way. So that gives us a connection to here. And then what I can do here is come out like that. And want a nice long, because aggregate trains tend to be a little bit on the long side. We can come there and then come round there in a bit like that, and then you can come round like that. Actually, I'm gonna tighten this up a little bit more. So if I can get this, actually, we're gonna take this back to about there. Where run you round in a circle like that, and then run you along some distance, and then you can run into there. That. And then I can get a line off like that, and then run you up like that some distance as well, and that can run into there like that. That should be more than grand enough to allow for long aggregate trains. So this will be our coal pickup point here, which will then be able to ship coal across the map from here. And then we've got this area here, and we've got our new town there. And I think in this corner, let me see, we got this road here. I think I'd like to asphalt this bit here. We got that road connection there, this road connection here. This road will come up through to here. I'm trying to think where I can put my, I think I'd like to put a labour camp here, because what I'd like is the labour camp to actually get this area built and up and running as a place for people to work, because it's going to take a little while to get that. That is quite some distance away, isn't it? So we're going to need to think about a public transport system here, and we do need to break this through. I think what we need to do is build over here. Actually, we can put a labour camp in here, can't we? So let me just scoot back down here and just see what's going on. See, we've now got some good stuff there, and that means that what we can do now is add you to here. We've got a couple of open holes that are, what that should do is that will pick up all the steel and other bits and pieces here, and what that should do is wake up these guys, because we've got a few open holes, and I mean this is a bit of a hodgepodge, but we do have some open holes here which can then pick up some goods. And what that might do is speed up the process of actually getting this built. I don't understand why this is not being built. We could, oh, then again, we don't need it. We've got this here. So what are you building now with that still? More bus stop. Where are you building? You'd be kidding me. Is that right? This game. Obviously, that is the only spare truck that's around. So it's decided it wants to deliver steel all the way back here, right next to where the steel plant is. I think that's a good example of how the game can be a little bit eccentric sometimes, because it's actually delivering to here. But on the positive side is this will get built very quickly, and on the other side is I can't actually remember why I actually planned this bus station. Oh, I think I know why. I wanted it as to use it to pick up the spare unemployed people from here to actually provide the trucks to the heating plant. So to basically to separate them out into separate functionality. Okay. That's different. me just see what else is on the. I mean, we got fuel here. They should be now working on this as well. Let me just check the underground pipes. Are these allocated? I think I'd like. That's the inbound one. I'm not worried about that. We're just worried about the outbound one. This is oil exports. I don't think we're. Oh, we are building up some oil exports, so I think we might be able to get some low-level, just plain oil exports going. Over here, we're still. Looks like that's built, so we really need to build that. Get that. Oops. Keep on getting this from time to time with my mouse clicks. That needs building as well. Sure. Okay, we got a fire. What's that? Okay, this is going good. I'm really surprised how well this is held up, actually. I mean, the happiness isn't brilliant because they're in pretty bad grotty accommodation, but they do seem to be responding a little bit. Now, the other thing I want to check is we're still kind of hamming it up a little bit with respect to these roads. I think once we got these two roads built, we might actually start getting a bit more motivation going. Okay, last chance to buy. Okay. Anyway, so I think beyond that, we're looking good. We do need to start thinking about getting coal over here as well, so that we can get the heating plant and the power plant working. And the rest of the map here, I just want to, just curiosity. Well, two things. We'll just go and see whether that bus stop's been built. Because I think for the moment, if it has been built, let's turn it off. You. Don't think I want any workers on there. I'll sort that out later on. Obviously, there's a lot of passengers expecting to go somewhere here, but that's beside the point. The other thing I also want to do is just take a quick look at my train. So we're now down to 3 bits of work. So where is the work being done? Should be mainly up here. Right. You're doing the back curve here. Probably add you to there. And then I think we've got some work going on. I don't think the work's actually going out this way, or it shouldn't be. Yes, it is. Wow. This guy is getting very carried away. But actually, I think you're kind of going off completely in the wrong direction there. What I would like is a bit more focus on this area. Where are we going? We got that bit being built. Got this connection being built there. That is now finished. This is the connection to the what we call it, the rail distribution office. What I would like is to start pushing out that way. This is going to be for food supplies. Really, once we got this underway, we need to build this, because what I'll be doing is bringing the food and clothes in from here. Make sure that, yeah, you've got food there and clothes. So what we'll be doing is using this warehouse to send food and clothes over to Dark Valley. Anyway, let's just get back up north. I want to see how well we're doing here. Right, I want you to store cement. Make sure that's right. Export cement. Why can't you? That's not connected. Okay, why is that not connected? It says it's connected. Okay, let's cancel that. Factory. Okay, we're just gonna have to redo that. Okay, what I'm gonna need to do is I've got this area here. Now, who's bringing the just check, make sure that side is connected. Okay. Who is delivering the concrete? Go find out where you are. You're the cement guy. Okay. What I want is you can move to over to here. I want you in there. This guy's really cutting the trees down here. Trees down here. Hey, oops, put the wrong trees down here. Whoops, just got rid of some logs as well accidentally. I really wish there was a way that you could get the game to auto plant trees. Okay, we got that going there, and what I'll do is I'll pre-set up this route. You can come, you can pick up from there cement, and you can deliver to there, and just keep going. Oh, that is being rebuilt, and what that will do is ensure that this has a constant supply of cement. So just want to confirm that this guy is actually working, and the cement should flow into there. So the guys are pretty well working on this very hard, so right. Right, so this is delivered 16 tons to there. So that should get that working properly. Okay. Back up over here now. I want to look at... do we have a road out this way? I really would like... let's just check my road crew. What are you guys actually working on? How many jobs have you got? Only got factory connection and 2 roads. Wow, they've already built this out here. Okay. Right, we're gonna give him that. That. They can build that. They should detect that themselves. And then what I do want to do is we're going to... it's going to be a bit of a mega road. Going to make this into the ultimate mega road. Oops. And what I want is this There is a road round there that they can get to it. I want this road all the way out to here, and then we'll just get that as well. When we do have the highway connection out here, just want to make sure. Yeah, these guys have already picked it up, so they're ready to go. What I'll probably do is bring this highway in round here and then connect it up to there somehow. I think by building this out, it will make life a little bit easier here. And I still didn't do what I was going to look at, did I? I'm wondering if I can pick up this. Actually, no. What we're going to do is just look at the way I laid this camp out. So I think we're going to get, I mean, this has got 100, 200, 300, 400, 500 people in it, which is worked out very well. But I think what I might do is go a little bit further. And so what we're going to do here is we're going to build ourselves another work camp, but we're going to give it a bit more population. So if we come into here, residential, up to here, oops, gone too far. And we'll put one, should put it that way around, go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then what we'll do is we'll have well, we'll put in the other stuff in the center now. So we're going to need a mud road coming in here, going through like that, and another mud road through like that. And then what we'll do is we'll put in store. Okay. So we're going to need the shops again. Put the free ones in. Should we put doors in like that? Up both side. Oops. Oh, of course we. One's this one. I don't know what it is. Okay, knock you down. Put this in here. Remove the road. Put back again. Came up a bit. The food store there. We'll just call it. Rename it again. Food store. And then we'll put the clothing store in next door. They can be almost actually side by side, can't they? Actually, if we put it in that way round, we can get them actually side by side like that. You just put that there. We can put a ring of footpaths around them. So we can call that close. And then we can just then put the footpaths there. And you can just run around a nice little circle like that. You can then hook in there and there. That. You can go out that way, you can go out that way. So we got, what we got is there, the food shop in there, one on one side, one on that side. What we need now is the school. School. We'll put the school just here. Oops, that's spelled. Put the university just here. Of course, this is maybe a labour camp, but we do want some. Or do we need a university? I think we're just going to get a flow of people in here, so we don't really need a university, really, do we? If some. We'll put the cinema this side. The cinema. Oops. Rename. Cinema. Now the kindergarten, I'm not going to put lots of little kindergartens in. I think, well, we could do. We can put a series of small kindergartens in, because one thing I've found is that one isn't enough. So we can put. Probably could. And again, if I'm going to build 3, I wonder if I can put a small, cheap kindergarten in. That's playgrounds. That's playgrounds. Let me just see if I can find. This is a little bit of wood, gravel, and concrete. I think we're just put in this kindergarten. Put you at the end here. And we'll call you kindergarten. Now, of course, we've got to put sport in, and there's no point messing around with the sports ground. So what we do need is an undercover sports ground. Although, to be honest, they don't have to be 100% happy. Let me just see. Got the athletics club. Can put you. We can probably put you just at the end here as well. That'd be a proper brick building. So that will give us the basics. So we got there. We got the education. We need a hospital. Hospital. Where are you? Hospital. We can put this one actually needs a road connection, so I think we can put the hospital this end. Hospital on that end. And then of course we're going to need the usual police. This one's a bit bigger. We can put the police station out there. Of course we're going to, that's the, rename you, police station. We're going to need a free gas station out here as well. So we can put the gas station out here. Where's that road? Refueling. Gas station. Put the gas station there. This is completely free. So what we'll do is we'll get that set up straight away. This is the guys who distribute the fuel. You can come out here. You out. Put a mud road in. And I completely accept that this is probably not in the right place, but I just feel that having a labour camp out here will allow the population to grow a little bit. And I think it will also provide a local workforce, which we can then use to move around should we need it. And I have to admit, when building at a distance now, I am starting to really like the idea of using these work camps. In some ways, I wish someone would actually do one where that's a bit you can say an earlier version of a work camp, so it doesn't look like it's a tented city. But of course, we've always got the log shed stuff that we do. So we've now got there. What we need to do is put in the secret police. Where's the secret police? I think we can put the secret police just in the end here, like that. Rename secret police. Then all I've got to do now really is start to put in the all the footpaths. So we'll just kind of hook them up. You through there. That one there. That one can go there. That can go there. Of course, I've got no utilities at the moment, but we can work on those as well. So that should kind of, let me just do a quick path check. Yeah, they can wander around here, the heart's content. Now, the next thing we're going to need to do is, these don't have any heating, but what I was thinking of doing is doing exactly the same as I did down here. Put electrical heating in. We can bring the heating plant in from here. In fact, we could, is there any other form of heating that we can put in that's short range? I'm not worried about the pollution. I mean, we got fuel heating. How many workforce here? It's actually got a workforce of 10. Bitumen, no, I don't really want to use wood. Coal could be nice. Have a look. When it produces 1 ton of pollution, but we do have. This is 1 ton of pollution. Where's the electric heater? I'm sure I had a power heater. Put a small medium biomass. I'm sure I had a. We got the block heater here, which produces a little bit of pollution. What's the staff on here? 10, but it uses oil, which we don't have. We got this one. This is the NRES heating extension. This uses power, uses 35 megawatts. I don't think I really need it. Is there anything a bit smaller than that? I think what I'm going to do is we're going to use this small heating plant here, and they're just going to have to live with the pollution, because I mean, if you think about it, this produces 1 ton of pollution. The buildings that they're actually in produce pollution as well. That actually doesn't, so we might as well just come with something like that, and then just put in mud road there as well, because this is all very temporary. We got heating, then of course the next big one is going to be water. Now we got that over there. Trying to think. We've got the town there. We're going to need to supply water over here as well. I'm just wondering whether I can. Of course, we've also got sewage. Ooh, that's going to be a pain, isn't it? Do I have a cheap technical office? Let me just see. We got this one. Got a 3 technical office here, but that's not going to, that probably won't solve the problem. Garbage office. We're a long way away from here. And I don't really want to run a sewer pipe into here. Actually, what I could do is, let's just look here. Say I put in a, what was it? Just trying to think. Sewage substation. If we put in here, so we put in something like this. You've got the trucks for it. That's the sewage tank. That's 32. This is a transfer point. This is the V2 version. I think what we're going to do is we're going to go into here. We'll actually use a gravel road here. And then what we're going to... And that's an idea. Let me just check on... Did I create a water pickup point here? That's the sewage processing. Have I got a... I haven't actually, have I? Let me just see. We got a water output there. That brings the water in. That comes to there. This pipe here has got water in it. This is a little bit too far out, but what I could do is we got water out there. How overloaded is this? This one up here shouldn't be that overloaded now. That's got pressure on it. That's got pressure on it. Flow is... Yeah, this is very low now. Okay, I've got an idea. What I want is a water loading unloading station. I'd like to put it in there, but it's not going to go in there, is it? I could put it... What's that there? Oh, look at that. I can't... Now, I'm thinking is... Actually, I can push this up a bit, can't I? So, say for argument's sake, I put it about there. But, no, actually, can I put you up even further? Say I put you about there. And we connect up this with a asphalt road like that. Go underground like that. I mean, the pipeline is going to be quite long, but I think it will work. Work. Okay, we've got to... Right, we're going to have to... That's not connected the right way around. Cancel that. We need to get up to there. We do have a secondary connection there, don't we? So we could take off from here. Go under there. That and to there. What that will do is run the water from this pumping station all the way up to here. This will pick up the water. And this will be clean water. So we need to make sure that gets built. That will give us clean water there. Then what that will do is allow us to... That too far. Oh no, it just takes them a little while to get there. Right, so we've now got a water sub, but what I do want to do is not deliver to the substation. Actually, the game comes with a water substation. Let me just see. Substation. We've got this thing here, which we can deliver to. Yeah, that makes sense. If I can put you in there, that covers this whole area. Like that. Actually, remove, sorry, delete. Because I don't think I've used this substation, so what I can do is just stick you out there. Come back, water substation. This is the pre one. And yeah, this just requires a couple of workers, so we'll get that built there. And what we'll do is we'll use trucks to deliver the water to here. And then hopefully if we get enough water trucks bringing the water up to here, this will keep this going. But this again will be a little bit of an experiment. So experimentation time all the time now. Right, how are we doing here? The harvest is coming in. This is building up. This is gaining crops, but this one is gaining crops as well. And you're harvesting into here. Okay. Where's that substation? I think I'm gonna I want that built. In fact, we're gonna build in the power lines here and build you as well. This has got to be ready by the spring. Otherwise, what we won't be able to do is put fuel into here, and this won't be operational as a farm for the next harvest. The other thing I do need to do is remove all this, not take off the auto detect. And then work with the medium fields. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One there, one there. One there. One there, one there. One there. Okay, we got that one there. And then, so that's all the fields I've got at the moment. How many? We don't know how many fields we got. We don't. Well, we could put a few more fields in. I think I will work. Put a gravel road through here. Straight up through there. Step that. Put you back on auto detect. Means you pick up anything extra that I've missed off. And then what? And we need to get this built. And then it means when this is built, I can put some extra large fields in here running up to here. And we could possibly put another large field over here actually. Anyway, so that is the current situation. Right, I've just realized that I've run out of time. So what we're going to do is just do a quick run through and check and see what's going to happening. Got this need to be built. Just want to check this area here very quickly. Make sure this is all functioning properly. Definitely making sure that this guy's assigned. I'm not importing concrete anymore. It's this guy here. He's assigned to there. This is now actually filling up automatically now, I think, because we've rebuilt that. We've got this built here. I probably need to get this built in now. This would be a job for winter. Get that built, and we're sign that. And that would give us the prefab panels as well. I think what I'm going to do now is I need to send you somewhere where there's a free distribution office, which I think you were parked in up here, weren't you? Because what you can do is export any surplus we've got. Sky header, there it is. You can go to there for the moment. And there's the concrete plant. Just from you. We'll send him to there, and then what I can do is then start exporting any surplus cement that we manufacture. Over here, this is not being built. I need to push this up a priority because that's going to, we get this built, any loss from this won't make any difference. Over here, these roads are becoming absolutely painful. We need more dumpers and more stuff delivering out here. Get this underway. But we've built through here, so we've got a nice supply of stuff in here with bricks and boards. The only thing I've got to be a bit careful of is whether this the puffer that's delivering starts to fill up with things that's not required. But we'll just check the rail construction office. You're down to 3 again. We'll start over here. Right, like this has been built through. We need that built, and this is now going out that way. This isn't quite got out far enough to do the back curve for that. And then what we'll do is scoot over to here and see what's going on over here. So we've finished all the jobs in here, and for some reason the game is making a little bit of a marathon out of this. Okay, I think given that job, probably going to get collisions here, but just speed this up very quickly just to see. He's going to go there, and then he's going to come into here and start to build this section here. For some reason this is all very fragmented. Right, so this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it interesting. Again, what I'm going to do is play through until probably the end of January 1966. So until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.